Hi, and welcome to the Home Assistant How-To with Bearded Thinker. Today, we're going to integrate Global Disaster Alert and Coordination System, GDACS. We'll start in a couple of seconds. GDACS provides geo-RSS feed that is updated every 5 minutes, and it allows you to pull data based on location where you live and based on the activity or disaster or alert in your area. The integration itself is really easy. There are two ways on how to integrate it, and there is a plenitude of information provided by this sensor. Let's go back to Home Assistant and configure this integration. The easiest way to integrate it is, of course, using built-in integration graphical user interface. And for that you have to go to Configuration, Integrations, and here you only have to press the plus sign key, start typing GDACS, click on it, and the only information you need to provide is radius from your Home Assistant, longitude and latitude. So let's leave it as 500 now. Let's press Submit, and the sensor is now configured based on the location of my Home Assistant. Let's press Finish. As you can see, we now have two entities pulled from this integration. One will be for the Volcano, and the other one will be the central location from where GDACS is looking for events. Let's go to Developer Tools, let's go to States, and here let's start typing Etna. This is the information you will receive for the event, of course, depending on the distance between you and the event and the type of the event that is pulled or triggered. For me, this is a volcanic eruption. Alert type is green, country Italy, duration currently is 44 weeks. This is the from date and to date. The affected area. It says that the population affected is about 1 million people within the 30-kilometer radius. As I do not have any kind of alert or disaster pending for my 500-kilometer area, this is the only event I'm currently seeing. If I go to map, I will see it on this map. Those two are USGS sensors. Those are earthquake sensors. This is my tile sensor. And here is the information sorted and displayed based on the map integration. But what if you want to do custom alerts, or if you would like to change the location from where the sensor is looking? Then this is impossible to do in a Home Assistant integrations page. For that, let's go back to Configuration, Integration. We will remove this sensor and we will create a new one. Let's go to Visual Studio Code. In Visual Studio Code, go to configuration.yaml file. Let's scroll to the bottom of the file. And here we will create a new integration. Let's give it a name. GDACS. This will be the name of the integration. I always give comments inside so I can easily find what I'm looking for. Platform integration is named GDACS. The only mandatory field for this integration is platform name, so GDACS. Optional fields allow you to either include or exclude some events, or to provide additional location information from what point you want to calculate radius. So let's first look at categories. Categories is optional list that allows you to customize the alerts you want to be included in this sensor. Valid categories are Drought, Earthquake, Flood, Tropical Cyclone, Tsunami, and Volcano. So if you want one or more of them, you can list them If you want a whole list of all the possible events for your area to be included, you can just delete this category section. Or if you are interested, for example, only in tsunamis, you can delete all the other categories and just leave tsunami. Next option we have is radius. Radius gives you option to specify how large the radius from your home you want to see alerts. Let's say we want 750 kilometers. And if you are interested in getting information from some other point, for example, from your parents' location where they live, or your children's location, or from your summer house, or from your evil bunker, you can specify this location here. So it will be latitude. You have to give it a latitude. Let me think of something, for example, 12,00178, and longitude minus 456723. I have no idea where this is. So here you override your default latitude and longitude for the Home Assistant. This should be it. We have now configured everything. Don't forget to save your configuration YAML file if you're editing it in something else than Visual Studio Code. Let's go to configuration, server control, check configuration, and let's restart our Home Assistant. For most users, using the built-in graphical user interface for the integration should be sufficient, because you only need to specify radius from your home. But if you want to customize, then you would definitely need to use configuration YAML file for that. Please note that slowly Home Assistant is moving from YAML files to integrated platform integrations, meaning that what is working in this version doesn't mean that the same thing will be working in next version. Hopefully, in the future, developers will allow you to tweak your configuration not just by going to the configuration YAML file, but also doing it through the visual interface. And our server is back online. I did have to go back in the configuration YAML file and change the latitude and longitude for the sensor, because I was not getting any alerts, and we want in this example video to show you what you will get. Let's go to map, and as you can see, now I have two events. One is the Volcano event for the Etna, and the other one is earthquake sensor for the Greece. You can see the exact location where the earthquake epicenter was. You get the ID for this event. You have the description. So it was green earthquake alert. You will have to go to GDACS page to see what are different alerts. There are three colors: green, yellow, and red. And for each type of event, you have different explanation on why something in what category. For this earthquake, this is green, I presume, because there is no population living inside the range of 100 kilometers. The integration is now configured. Of course, you are now free to use Home Assistant automation. For example, you can get notified inside Telegram, or you can get notified via SMS if you have this integration enabled. And if your TV supports it, such as LG TV, you can also receive notifications on your TV screen. Let's look at the example for this. I have already created notification for the lightning strikes, but same principle can be used here. You would give it a name, GDACS alert. Trigger type would have to be geolocation, source would have to be GDACS, and you would need a new zone that can be hidden, for example, called zone.gdacs with the range or with the radius of 100 kilometers, meaning that any trigger from the geolocation with the source GDACS inside that zone, when it enters, would then give you an action. And in this case, this action is calling the notification to send notification to my Telegram. This is it for this Home Assistant how-to video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you still haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell button so you get notified on the future updates. And I will be seeing you next time. Until then, bye bye and have fun.